really physical game. They played us really well in the second half also, so they're a good team coming on the second half, so that's a big thing we've been focused on is finishing.
What have you seen from the guys that have had to step up with the injuries you've had on the offensive line? Cade's been shifting between guard and tackle, Justin Schaefer's in now for something. What have you seen from those guys this year?
I think it just shows our talent across the board. When somebody goes down, we have somebody that's just as good, or maybe even better, that can come in and do their job pretty well.
What does Coach Pittman do that allows guys like that to come in and either change positions or just come in entirely and allow them to be ready to perform at a high level?
He develops them, and then in practice every day we approach it like you're one, like you got to play in the game. So when your name is called, you're ready.
I know last year, last year against South Carolina where you hurt your ankle and Cade came in. As a guy on the side of the guy that gets hurt, kind of what is your role in kind of preparing those guys, telling them what to do in the course of that game?
Just when somebody comes in, like if something happens, just bringing the offensive line group together and just saying that the ship keeps rolling regardless of what happens. We got to do our job.
So now with all the SEC games coming up, how much is that depth going to benefit you guys with all the games you got coming up, SEC championship, potentially all that other stuff down the line?
I think it's going to play a big part, not just the offensive line, but our whole team. We have so much depth. I think that's going to help us later in the season.
You talk about the complexity of Tennessee's fronts. Pruitt's kind of known as an X's and O's guy. Are they a team that's going to probably throw a lot at you?
So their base fronts are a lot like our team, so we're used to that. But on a third down, they have a lot of odd exotics that we have to be prepared for.
How do you adjust when a team's playing that cat and mouse game? Because they'll probably do that with Jake making a lot of calls at the line.
A big thing is just execution before the snap, just making sure everybody's on the right page, regardless of what they're doing. If we know our roles, know our jobs, it really doesn't matter.
When you talk about that exotic stuff, how much does it benefit you that you've had a bye week to kind of prepare a little bit more for that kind of stuff?
Really well. We got a lot of looks at some crazy looks they'll give us on defense, and it just helps us get ready for the game.
How refreshing was the bye week? I mean, is that the right word, or what would be a better word than refreshing for a bye week?
We call it work week. I guess a lot of teams might think of it as a time to get your body better, stuff like that. But we had some really physical practices where we got better.
Andrew, how comfortable do you think Trey Hill was becoming the center of this team? I mean, I know he didn't play necessarily that much in high school.
I think he's got a lot of confidence coming. I remember last year he came in from Lamont when he got hurt sometimes, and transitioning to this year, he's doing really well.
Andrew, as a freshman, how was that experience in Neyland Stadium?
It was crazy. I remember the first quarter, really couldn't hear a thing, and then after we, scored a little bit, it wasn't as bad.
I mean, what did you hear about it going into that freshman year?
Just that it's loud. That was actually my first road game, so I knew on the SEC it was going to be loud, and trying to get used to it with the crowd noise, in practice, but it's nothing like it.
Does that set the tone well for you as a freshman going into road games?
Yeah, it definitely does, and it gives you a little bit of confidence, once you do, you play well in those type of environments.
What is that feeling like when you go into a road stadium like Neyland Stadium and kind of quiet the crowd down after first quarter?
It just feels good. It gives you confidence. It feels like you're taking over somebody else's home.
I'll ask you about Justin Schaefer just a little bit. I mean, you probably played with him now for 3 years. I mean, he comes in for Solomon. I know you guys don't miss a beat, but talk about his game a little bit. What he brings to the team.
Schaefer, he kind of reminds me of Solomon, like how physical he plays in the run game. He's a big body that's athletic. So he comes, next to me, we're double teaming, like guys just move easily.
And the way his game against Notre Dame came in, I know he had the personal foul call and all that, but aside from that, I mean, how did you think he did?
That's just how he plays. Like, he got the call when we were mad at him because, at the time, but like in practice, you'll see him running all the way down the field. Like, it doesn't matter where the ball is. Like, he just plays hard.
I know we talked to Solly whenever he comes out here. He talks about playing that role a little bit chip. I'm sure he wasn't highest recruited guy, like yourself. Does Justin kind of have that same kind of mentality? You weren't highly recruited either.
Yeah, he definitely does. Some of the bigger schools, overlooked him. So when he came in, he worked hard to get where he is today.